everybody. It's Guiding Halo here. I hope you're all doing well. Let's get this thing set up properly. So I'm going to record your daily hope right now for the 15th, I guess, which is tomorrow. I have a lot happening this week, so if I do miss a day or something, don't worry too much. I have my office in a different place now than my home, so there's a little bit of back and forth, which actually I find therapeutic. It almost prepares me for getting here, so it's kind of cool. All right, let's get started. Gonna use the Spirit of the Animals Oracle for our first card by Jody Bergsma. Whoa, that happened fast. All right then. Grizzly Bear, Power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strengths. I never give up. I will succeed. So there's something about perseverance here and withstanding all things that come to you. Interesting. Also being incredibly protective of your dreams. It's interesting because it reminds me of how at times we need to protect what it is that we do, even if it does mean, you know, moving your office or whatever that means to you. For me, it may very well mean moving my office like it did, but you very well may need to protect what it is you do with a fierce energy, not letting anything not letting anything stand in the way of what you intend to do, what you know your calling is. The grizzly bear is a tremendous totem for strength and wisdom. A person who, with this totem, is an old soul with many lessons already learned. Awakened intuition and introspection combine with primordial power in grizzly people. In winter, bears hibernate and birth their young while sleeping and dreaming. One of the most dedicated mothers in the wild, grizzly, show fierce protection and tenderness towards her young. Grizzly bears emerge in spring with new wisdom from the dream time. This is interesting coming off of our daily hope yesterday. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, I would. Which gives the grizzly person a strong link to spirit. They are often the chosen totem of shamans. Another obvious lesson from grizzly is their need for time alone. Bear mastery reaches full potential only after many lives dedicated to the inner journey. At that time, the soul bursts into the light and becomes a blessing to all who are fortunate enough to know and be loved by these incredible beings. Contrary, are you grumpy? Do you let a busy life steal your peace? Have you been listening to the advice from others and lost your connection to your own inner knowing? Have you lost your dream? Travel to the dream lodge to reawaken your own greatest self. So, what are you gonna protect? What are you going to... It's like, it reminds me of the emperor taking control, doing what's best for the masses, as opposed to maybe what's best in your immediate environment. People might not like what you do. People might not like what you choose for yourself and for your own growth moving forward. But in essence, that becomes their personal problem because you are allowed to make choices for yourself. We're going to pull a card from The Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn. And we have opportunity, very much coinciding with yesterday's reading. An opportunity is coming. It's about seizing the day, my friend. Standing up for what you want, embracing opportunities, not being the opportunist, but understand that everything that crosses your path is an opportunity for growth, for learning, possibly to teach others, and understanding that you see the opportunity in each moment to be used by the divine. All right. Moon through pine trees. An occasional owl hoot and the song of a solo coyote punctuate the stillness in the forest as a traveler walks through the pines. Light from a waning moon filters down through the canopy of needles and cascade across the forest floor. Sometimes the trees obscure the moon, but sometimes it's illuminated, clearly shows the path ahead. Pines are one of the most ancient plant genera of the planet. They have existed nearly 3 times longer than any flowering plant species. Because most pines stay green all winter, they traditionally represent longevity, immortality, fertility, health, and abundance. The moon and her gossamer glow represents the feminine and receptive side of life. Just as the moon receives and reflects the light of the sun, symbolically, the moon represents receiving the goodness of the universe flowing to you. The sacred landscape wants you to know, gifts from the universe are ready to cascade into your life. Abundance, health, longevity, vitality, and joy are flowing to you, gently and easily in the days ahead. There may be times when a goodness of life feels like it is ebbing and flowing, rather than being a steady stream of fulfillment. This is similar to the moon peeking through the pine trees for a moment or two. But as you stay open and receptive, physical and emotional gifts will come into your life. Instead of bemoaning the fact that there isn't a steady and constant stream of joy and gifts from the universe, accept whatever you receive in a spirit of gratitude, and your bounty will increase tenfold. This is a universal law. So, that's exactly what I was saying about opportunity. Seeing the opportunities, noticing when they're there, noticing the opportunity of understanding ebb and flow as well. That is absolutely an opportunity, by the way. If you take everything that we are here to learn on a soul level as opportunity, you understand that the divine brings you infinite abundance in growth. Nature. Take a moment today to stand outside and quiet your thoughts and breathing. Know the sun and your soul are always shining. The birds and your heart are always singing, and the flowers and your path are always opening up. You don't have to action these things into being. You just have to turn up. Look around and feel into life. Notice how your dreams and desires surround you in many ways. It may not be precise thing you desire, though it will give you the same feeling. Look for where your dreams and desires are instead of where they are not. Shift your perception and you will change your life. Beautiful. We're getting very much into a nature type energy here. Appreciating the earth, taking time to ground yourself, not in Gaia, but in anything that brings you an earthy feel. The reason I say not in Gaia, and I've been telling people this for a long time, not to, in meditation, picture your roots going into Gaia and surrounding the earth or anything like that. You need to get grounded in the airy nature and feel grounded and nurtured in the air, in the whimsical to a certain extent. And the reason I say that is because Gaia is going through many shifts and changes, and it is also universal law that what you ground yourself to, you will feel the energy of what's going on in, outward, and through what you ground yourself to. So ground yourself to spirit, my friends, not into the earth, because therefore you shall feel all of Gaia's struggles, all of Gaia's pains. If you are an intuitive that wants to get in touch with Gaia so that you can intuitively speak what Gaia is feeling, different story. But in a general sense, right now especially, I wouldn't be grounding myself into Mother Earth. She's going through a lot of changes, and honestly, I think she needs a break. She needs to breathe. All right. Give me the energy of this grizzly bear, please. Where are we at with this energy? And how is it we can take our power back? Where are we at with this energy? And how is it we can take our power back? I am unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. So there's some sort of taking your power, standing in your power, being indestructible, absolutely. Love and gentleness are your real strength. Love for self, being unapologetic about what you desire, trusting that what you focus on will grow and you'll never give up. You will succeed. That's beautiful. Opportunity, the next card that came out. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see, which is exactly what that card spoke of. When you change your perception, you change your life, you see. Taking the opportunity with certainty and faith in understanding that every moment is for divine purpose. Every single moment that you go through in this life is for divine purpose. All right, let's see what the nature energy has here. You got to feel into life. Notice how your dreams and desires surround you in many ways. It may not be the precise thing you desire, though it will give you the same feeling. Humility. You have developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. So there's some sort of humility in knowing that we don't have it all figured out. We're all here to learn lessons. Being here on this planet in and of itself is an opportunity. There's something about having that humble energy that shows people that you're not in competition with them. You are just simply here to learn the lessons, as are they. Responsibility. You are aware that the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. So it's like expressing yourself through love. It's almost like taking the opportunity to be unapologetic about who you love, what it is you love, and why it is you love it. Protecting what you've created in a humble way, not as to deter others from your energy, but as to show them what it is to stand up for what it is, what you desire in this life. Your dreams and desires are around you. Understand that they are not with you. They are all here. Your dreams and desires manifest in the vibrational realm first, and then you bring them to the third dimension in spirit's time as to when you're ready for those dreams to manifest. Yesterday was all about manifesting. This is about standing in your power and taking the opportunity, understanding that with great power comes huge responsibility. The divine protector, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Happiness is also your birthright, my friends. You are allowed to be happy. In fact, it's imperative that you do, because what you manifest outside of happiness, you manifest in a desperate type of tone. And I think it's much more prudent not to manifest in a desperate type of energy than it is to manifest from a desperate place. Desperation isn't necessarily a bad thing. Desperation could come to somebody, and maybe all, in the form of pleading to Source, to God, to please show you the way forward. Understanding that this here card, you might get grounded in nature, you might do all of these things, but do you trust innately that divine intervention is happening for you? It reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot. All about divine timing, all about these things coming to you absolutely when divine decides they should. And is there some sort of self-sabotage going on? Be unapologetic about what it is you desire. Do you sit there and say, oh, well, I can't do this because I don't have that. I can't do that because I don't have this. Or do you look for other places to build your office? Do you look for other people, other circumstances, other situations that may very well give you the office that will bring you to your highest growth? Tarot for this, please. The Emperor taking control. I said this card reminded me of the Emperor. doing what's best for all, but yet still taking control. There's going to be people around you that don't like it, but the divine is absolutely guiding you. Happiness is your purpose. Taking a leap of faith towards something that you desire, something that is a soul calling of yours. It could be to write. It could be to speak. It could be to pull cards on the internet. It could be that in taking control of your life and what it is you desire and looking for things around you that can help bring that into focus, you end up creating an opportunity that you in turn need to take a leap of faith and understand that your dreams are your responsibility. You are a co-creator with the divine. It's not all up to the divine to co-create for you. The divine can co-create with whomever, but do you want to be somebody the divine co-creates with? If you do, then action is required on your part as well. And trust that the leap of faith that you are taking towards taking control of your life and doing what's best for all, doing what is a soul purpose and a soul calling. I think a lot of you here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are in winter. And a lot of you very well may feel like it's starting to be spring, because some people in the wintertime, like myself, end up with a spring in their step, end up feeling that the fresh air rejuvenates them. So I have the Five of Pentacles. The question is, are you going to take the leap of faith and take control of your life? Are these people left outside of a financial dream, a financial windfall? Are they left out of the church, or have they chosen to be outside of what would be their normal religion? Are you choosing maybe to take control of your life and do what you feel is calling you, taking responsibility for the opportunity, being led by the divine to step outside of what you've called religion so far? Step outside of where religiosity has held you back. Because God doesn't just live in a church, my friends. God is everywhere. God is energy. God is in all things. Spirit is in all things. Even in the winter, even in the snow that we walk through. And you will never go through it alone. You'll never go through it alone, because the divine director is here for intervention and purpose. Happiness is your purpose. It's also your birthright. So reach out and grab it. Take it by the hand. And let's not allow anything into our life other than the happiness that we seek. Let's get a postcard from Spirit and wrap it up. Dearest you, sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times you might find yourself overgiving. Now might be a good time to check in and see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable being generous and being the giver, the healer, the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill, receiving gracefully with gratitude, without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people. Maybe you? You do not need a this for that in your exchange with others. You are doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have you convinced you have to do everything alone with no help. Let your well be filled. We all love you so, so much. Taking the opportunity to step out of where you've been comfortable and allowing people, the divine spirit, to show up in your world and to carry you. Receive, my friends. Receive. Receive what is here for you. And do it with a grateful heart, because it truly is here to be giving you that grateful heart. Because why? Happiness is your purpose. I love you all. I hope this message resonates. I'll talk to you again soon.